Hi, this is Monty Salzman. Welcome back to Local is Better. Now, last week we talked about the revenue area of sales and marketing and asked if your sales and marketing is not at that 8 to 10 level, what can we do about it? You know, there's one other big piece of revenue, and that is really your pricing structure. And this is one of the most difficult challenges in all of business because it really brings together a lot of emotion and a lot of people thinking, making trade-off decisions about value. So this pricing issue, I have two things I want to talk to you about. One is really trying to go deep as to do the customers really get value when they buy from you, and how clear are you on what that value is? So I would challenge you when it comes to establishing a pricing strategy to think about your pricing, and does a customer get value that they really care about with your pricing? Maybe your pricing is too low. It's very possible that you've got to develop the courage to lose a few orders in order to find where your pricing level really should be to determine that pricing, that value proposition. But the more often what I find in businesses is businesses, frankly, are afraid to move their pricing level up. It's such an emotional thing for us. There's so much emotion when it comes to establishing our pricing. And this has been studied for years and years, and there's so many resources available on pricing. I would actually encourage you, if you're a business owner, spend a couple of hours just researching on the internet any resource and educate yourself about pricing. The other thing, though, that I wanted to go to talk about pricing is most often, I think your pricing is probably subdued, stifled, and compressed because of your own fear. Usually, I think we're afraid to throw a price out to a customer because we're going to have to justify it, and that's one of the worst things in the world to do, is to have to justify your price when you really don't have that clarity about what your value is. And the other thing that I think is we also have this emotional, we're all built in as servants, really, and I think that we feel like we want to give a customer something for nothing, and so we have this tendency to cut our price. And pricing is the single biggest lever in your business in terms of your real profitability over time. So I would just ask you and encourage you when it comes to your pricing strategy to think through those things and maybe develop the courage to move your pricing up on occasion rather than constantly down. I know if you develop this skill and overcome those fears and those emotions, that you're going to put more money in your business, more money in your pocket. Thank you very much. Talk to you next week.